Hello and welcome back. This is Jacob with another module short story. And today we're going to be taking a look at the short story for Magallan, the penguin who wears the penguin emperor. Alan. And I kind of love the fact that this thing looks like a DJ turntable. Even has the emperor thing just hanging off of it, even though it's a satellite dish. But anyway, the title of the story is Drone Control Module.p, and this is how it goes. First expedition to the endless tundra, 25 days from the closest research station on foot. I just dug a tree branch out of the snow. The exact data is in the datasheets, but to briefly describe it, I guess it's about as long as my arm. I can conclude it went through a really long petrification process. The one I'm holding must have had 90% of its original volume dissolved away before its petrification. When you think of it this way, it must have been a very big chunk of wood. I guess it was probably as thick as the trunk of that tree the other day. In that case, maybe the whole tree was as big as the Rhine Lab headquarters building. Wow, that's amazing! It doesn't seem very heavy. I'll try to take it back whole. I only hope that the Ursus police at the border aren't too hard on me. Second expedition to the endless tundra, 28 days from the closest research station on foot. I'm taking shelter from the snowstorm outside. It doesn't look like I'll get anywhere today, so I'll stay here and try to rest up. I'm all out of drones too. If I'd kept to the plan, I would have gone back as soon as I lost one of my drones. In normal circumstances, I should have theoretically been able to last a month and a half in the tundra, but the situation here is way too brutal. A month is about as long as I can make it. If I don't find anything once the snowstorm calms down a little, I'll... Hey, you guys know what I found? A field of flowers right inside the cave. These plants get their water and nutrients from the ice here. They don't grow very tall, but they look like they are doing very well. I'm taking an entire plant back in a culturing jar. I'll do some preliminary analysis back at the research station, and then bring it back to Rhine Lab. I'll try to keep going for 2 more days once the storm is over. Then I'll go back. If I act on impulse again, it might end up killing me. Second expedition to the endless tundra, 30 days from the closest research station on foot. There is an entire block of originium ice crystal standing in front of me. Could be 3 times as tall as me. It's a whole diamond-shaped block, so if it wasn't for the snowstorm here, it'd be reflecting light in all directions. That looked so cool. It's a shame to just let it sit here among the pile of rocks and snow. I've marked down its rough location and taken a picture. I hope I'll be able to find it again next time by following the location beacon. Given the implication for the crystal being in one intact piece, I couldn't possibly have taken any samples from it. Thankfully, there are more than enough shards lying around that I can bring back and analyze. They'll last me a whole year. That's the expedition objective accomplished. Now it's time to go home. I wonder if I'll come across the police officer I met last time. Third expedition to the endless tundra, 15 days from the closest research station on foot. I'm taking a different route this time, just like HQ suggested. 15 days into this route, however, I got stopped. It's an official messenger from Ursus. He told me there's a restricted military area up ahead and I shouldn't go any further. I showed him the expedition permit I got from the Ursus government, their confirmation of my expedition route, as well as the commission letter for me to map this area to show that I have a right to come through here. He wouldn't listen and ordered me to turn back, even claiming he has the authority to cancel these documents on the spot. The words he used had a really strict tone to them, but the way he said it sounded like he was just asking me to leave. I have a feeling that whatever lies ahead is definitely worth probing, but I also know it's no good idea to pick a fight with a foreign official while I'm on an expedition in their territory. I told him I understood and gave him a pack of Skelis's jerky. He calmed down right away and said he'd be willing to help me out on my way back. According to the forecast, there will probably be another huge snowstorm the next few days, so I really welcome his help. I may not have been able to complete my service objective this time, but the results I have aren't so bad. What's more, I made myself a new friend. There's some black snow falling from the sky. Is there going to be a catastrophe soon? I picked up a snowflake while he wasn't looking. I hope I'll find something interesting out of this. And that is Magallan's short story. I love that at the end, Magallan dodges somehow a freaking walking catastrophe that looks like the son of Darth Vader on foot, mainly this guy. If people don't know yet, or haven't heard about this, if black snow is falling nearby in Ursus, yes, it can mean there could be a catastrophe incoming, or the more likely shit would be this son of a gun. This half eldritch bitch. The Blades of Ursus. So good for you, Magallan. Good for you. Good for offering some food to that official and he driving you out of harm's way. Good for you. Holy shit. Anyway, that has been it for Magallan's short story, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.